Hi, my name is Lori. I'm going to show you how to make a smoothie. Today we're going to make a strawberry banana smoothie. And it's important for you to have your recipe handy so that you can refer to it while you're making it. I got this recipe for a strawberry banana smoothie from allrecipes.com. I really like that organization because their recipes hardly ever fail, especially if you check the rating stars. For instance, this one has 5 stars and it's been rated by over 400 people. That means it's turned out really well for a lot of people. You need to make sure that you have all your supplies. When I make a smoothie, I have a little smoothie cup, a big smoothie cup actually, and my smoothie maker mechanism right here. And I connect all the parts to it. I plug it in. And I know that I am ready to go when I put my ingredients in here. That's another thing, ingredients. When I make a strawberry banana smoothie, I could just use really overripe bananas. Makes it really tasty when they're dark brown like this. Much better than green or just yellow bananas. And it's a good way to use up bananas that have gotten old. But I prefer to freeze my bananas. I peel them and I put them in a freezer bag so that when I do make my smoothie, it's like ice cubes. They're frozen and they make your smoothie a lot thicker. Same thing for the strawberries. I use frozen strawberries that I purchase fresh, but it helps to make the smoothie a lot better and thicker and colder when they're frozen like this. I also like to use Greek yogurt in my smoothies. So when my recipe calls for, this one calls for vanilla yogurt, it's okay to substitute a different kind of yogurt or a different kind of substance than yogurt if you'd rather use frozen yogurt like Bluebell has or ice cream. It all depends on your healthy eating practices and so forth, or what you have on hand. Today, I'm going to be putting these bananas in first. Then I'm going to put this container of vanilla Greek yogurt. And then I take a spatula and I just scrape all the Greek yogurt into the smoothie maker. I don't like to leave any in the container because it's so good I don't want to waste any. Then for the strawberries, I don't think it's a good idea to put a whole frozen solid strawberry in my smoothie maker, so I cut them into chunks like this. Whoops, that one got away. That way it doesn't tax my little blender mechanism at the end of my smoothie maker. I'm using about 4 or 5 strawberries, and I used about 2 to 3 bananas. I don't usually just count exactly how many strawberries and bananas I use. What I do is I fill it to where I think it's going to be better in the cup. And that's about what I said. A lot of people like to make their liquid either milk or fresh juice, or you can even use frozen concentrate. I really like limeade. So what I do is I get about, just a tablespoon of concentrate, and I put that in there. Then I take my little yogurt container and I get a little water and I pour it in there, and that's as if I just used some fresh limeade. Now, like I said, my husband really likes ice cream. So I'm going to go all out this time. Even though it doesn't call for it in my recipe, you can always add extras. So that's what I'm going to do this time. We like Bluebell low-fat yogurt. It's cold, it's creamy, and it just makes your smoothie so much more yummy. I put about 2 scoops, 2 large melon ball scoops in there. That ought to do it. And you see, my recipe calls for a tablespoon of honey. Well, since I put the frozen yogurt in my smoothie, I'm leaving out the honey that was in the recipe. I'm using this recipe just as a base. Now I'm all ready to make my smoothie. I've added the water, I've added the lime concentrate, I've added the frozen yogurt, the strawberries, and the bananas. Now for the fun part. I use the low button for the smoothies. The instructions tell me not to use the high button. That goes for a different thing that you make with this mechanism. This also connects to, oh never mind, I'll skip that part. I use the low blender on this one because you really don't need to make it go on high. That kind of taxes the blender mechanism. And you just make your way to the bottom, making sure that you get everything blended in there. Oh, that looks good. Now, we like our smoothies really thick. So now that I've got everything blended in here, as you can see, I'd like to add just a little bit more thickness. So I'm going to throw in 2 more small frozen strawberries. I like it thicker and colder. Oh, this is going to be so good. Take off my blender, stick it in the sink so you don't make a mess. And I don't know about you, but having one smoothie for myself is great. But it's even better when you can have enough for 2 people and share it with somebody. So I'm going to pour my concoction into these glasses. I call them our smoothie glasses because that's about all they're good for. If we weren't trying to eat more healthy, I'd have a can of whipped cream and I would squirt it right on there and make it look really pretty. How do you think my strawberry banana smoothies look? How do you think my strawberry banana smoothies look to you? Honey, are you ready for yours?
I am.
The end.